Amaka was a beautiful woman, the kind that made people turn twice on the street. Sharp-tongued, confident, and always dressed like she had somewhere important to be. She worked as a front desk officer in a small logistics company in Lekki, but her dreams were far bigger than her salary. She liked good things, new phones, designer wigs, soft life. One Friday evening, while waiting for a ride after work, a white Mercedes stopped beside her. The man inside wore a dark suit and a quiet smile. "Need a lift?" he asked through the roll-down window. Amaka hesitated. Lagos had taught her to be careful, but the car looked safe. The man looked gentle, and something about him felt familiar. She got in. The ride was smooth, air-conditioned and quiet except for faint gospel music playing from the car stereo. "My name is Olumide," he said. "Amaka," she replied, adjusting her bag. They talked casually about Lagos traffic, work stress, and how expensive everything had become. The next morning, she received a message. "Hope you got home safe. Have a beautiful day, Olumide." From that day, he called often. He sent lunch to her office, flowers on random weekdays, and airtime without asking. Amaka noticed the ring on his finger, noticed the wallpaper on his phone, a woman and 2 kids, but she said nothing. She told herself she's not breaking a home, she's just enjoying attention. When he invited her to dinner the first time, she agreed. The restaurant was the kind she had only seen on Instagram. Soft lights, quiet music, expensive food. Olumide listened when she spoke, complimented her perfume, and even made her laugh. Before the night ended, he gave her an envelope. "Just for your weekend," he said with a smile. Inside was 200,000 naira. Amaka went home that night and stared at the money. A part of her whispered, "This is wrong." Another voice said, "But it feels good." She knew he was married. She knew he had children. But in her mind, she wasn't stealing anyone's husband. She was just collecting her share of happiness from a world that has given her too little. It happened one Friday night, after one of their usual meetings in a quiet hotel on the island. The rain was falling outside, soft and steady, and Olumide had just finished talking about how stressful his weekend had been. Amaka laughed, teasing him as she poured him another drink. They talked, joked, and soon one thing led to another. But that night they forgot protection. Afterwards, Olumide sat up, breathing heavily. Amaka, we messed up tonight." "It's not that deep," she said. He turned sharply. "It is that deep, oh. I cannot afford any mistake." He reached for his wallet, counted some notes and placed them on the table. "Take this 100,000 naira. Buy the morning after pill tomorrow morning. Do you hear me?" Amaka smiled, twirling the money between her fingers. "I hear you." "Good," he said, buttoning his shirt. "Please, don't forget. I trust you." But the next morning, Amaka didn't go to the pharmacy. She went to the salon. As the nail technician painted her fingers bright red, Amaka grinned and told her friend Chioma, "Can you imagine? 100k for a pill that's just 2,000 naira. I used the rest for my hair and nails. I beg, God no go shame us." Chioma laughed. "You and your wahala." Amaka waved her up. "Nothing will happen. I'm fine." But 3 weeks later, she wasn't fine. Amaka was overwhelmed by continuous nausea. The second test confirmed the results. She was pregnant. She was angry because she had only wanted Olumide's money and the thrill of the soft life, not this monumental complication. She was terrified of losing her access to him. She called Chioma over immediately and told her about the pregnancy. Chioma immediately cut through the anxiety. "Stop panicking. This is not a complication. It's leverage." The game just went nuclear, Amaka. Amaka worried Olumide would simply offer termination money and then vanish, ending her soft life access forever. But Chioma said, "He might even offer you money to terminate it, but you won't take it. Tell him that you cannot terminate it, that you would keep it. Amaka hesitated, asking if she should try to make him leave his wife. Chioma corrected her. You don't aim for the wife's position. You aim for guaranteed permanent income. A man who gives you 100,000 naira to hide a mistake and more to terminate a pregnancy is a man who can provide more. You use this child to secure maintenance for years. You use his fear of scandal to your advantage. Go for the house, not the handbag, Amaka. Chioma insisted. Amaka must now see the child as her ultimate bargaining tool. She must make Olumide pay for the life she wanted. When Amaka finally told Olumide she was pregnant, his voice changed. What do you mean you are pregnant? You heard me, she said quietly. I'm carrying your child. He went silent for a moment, then hissed. Amaka, did you even buy the morning after pill like I told you? She hesitated. I forgot. You forgot? I gave you 100,000 naira. You think I'm stupid? You used that money for nonsense, didn't you? She stayed quiet. Amaka, listen to me carefully. I repeat, I cannot have a child outside my marriage. You don't understand the kind of family I have? This must not happen. It's not too late, Olumide, she said. I'm keeping it. I'm not removing anything. And there was a long silence. Then his voice trembling with anger. Don't be stupid, Amaka. You think this will end well? You destroy everything for me, for yourself, for that child. Get rid of it. I'll send you money now. And moments later, 500,000 naira hit her account. She stared at the message for a long time. Her chest tight. She knew what he wanted her to do. She put down the phone, rubbed her stomach slowly and said, with this baby, I can get more from him. Amaka logged onto her laptop and she cleared her saved cards on the international shopping sites. Shein, buying clothes, shoes, accessories. She used the remainder of the funds for a luxury staycation, ignoring Olumide's subsequent calls. She ignored his calls after that, and every day he rang her line, she pressed reject. After a week, he sent one last message. You will regret this, Amaka. Don't ever call me again. Olumide blocked her number after she refused to take care of it. His wife, Bamidele, noticed something was wrong. He'd been more quieter, easily distracted. And 9 months later, Amaka gave birth to a daughter. Amaka immediately took a clear photo of the baby and sent it to Olumide's private number. All through the pregnancy journey, she would call Olumide to inform him about the pregnancy, but he never responded, though he occasionally sent her money out of guilt and pity. I will never acknowledge this child. You are on your own, Olumide said. Amaka felt the continuous demanding weight of her new reality. The baby was just 2 weeks old, and the glamour of the soft life had evaporated, replaced by exhaustion, unpaid bills, and a relentless cry of a newborn baby. Olumide had sent her one text after the birth. You choose to keep pregnancy for some reasons best known to you. But as for me, I don't know either you or the child. Neither do I want to associate with you and that child. Don't ever call me again. Olumide's reply was instant. She called Chioma over immediately. Amaka was not seeking comfort. She was seeking a strategy to regain the financial footing she had lost. I am stuck, Chioma. I wanted money from Olumide, not to be trapped here with a child who needs everything. He is running. He hasn't answered a call since I gave birth. Chioma looked at the baby, then back at Amaka. You have the ultimate evidence now, Amaka. You can deny a pregnancy, but you cannot deny a child. We need to focus on why a man who has spent money like water is so terrified. Amaka paced the cramped living room. He said he couldn't afford any mistake. He kept saying it would ruin him. Why? He's wealthy. He could pay my child support for 20 years and not notice it. Chioma nodded slowly. That is the question. The fear is not financial. The fear is about what the child exposes. If he is running this hard, he is protecting something massive, something worth more than millions. We need to know what his real Achilles heel is. What if it is his child? Amaka said. He won't. Not if we hit his pressure points, Chioma insisted. A man that paranoid about his image is protecting his professional standing, his social circle, and the structure of his entire life. We need to find the soft spots, Amaka. Chioma then devised the next move. Calling him is useless. You have to force his hand. We're going to visit him, not his office, or somewhere public where he cannot even run, but private enough that he cannot create a scene either. Like the lobby of his gym, or the parking garage of his primary business. Take the baby with you. Physically confront him with the evidence, and whatever it is that is making him deny his own blood must be something so serious that the threat of public exposure will make him yield to any demand you make. Amaka stopped pacing, the concept of leverage returning with cold clarity, and the baby was no longer a complication. She was a live, unavoidable threat to Olumide's secret life. I will go tomorrow. I will find out what he is hiding, Amaka confirmed. And following Chioma's advice, Amaka executed the confrontation. She arrived at Olumide's office parking lot just as the building was closing, disguising herself in a borrowed oversized hoodie. She waited by the black SUV, the baby carrier placed conspicuously on the ground beside her. When Olumide emerged from the building, talking on his phone, he saw her, and he stopped dead, his face instantly draining of color, turning a shocking shade of grey. Are you insane? What in God's name are you doing here? Get out now! Amaka held her ground, crossing her arms over her chest. I want to talk. The baby needs support and a father. You think you can walk away from this responsibility? I told you my position. I deny it. I deny everything. Get out of here before someone sees you. My life cannot handle this exposure. Amaka pressed her advantage, leaning in close. You are going to acknowledge her. You are going to provide. And if you don't call me tomorrow with a solution, I will go to your house and I will tell your wife that I have your daughter. Olumide's eyes went wide with absolute uncontrolled anger. Don't you dare! Amaka, listen to me. I swear to you, if you involve my wife, if you bring this child near my home, you will regret it more than anything. I cannot be associated with this child. Do not call me again until you decide to be reasonable. He released her, stumbled back, and scrambled into his car, leaving Amaka alone with the wailing baby. His refusal was absolute, and his fear of exposure was a terrifying clue. He wasn't just hiding an affair, he was hiding his entire vulnerability. Whatever he was protecting was far more valuable than this child. The day after parking lot confrontation, Olumide went to visit his mother. He was pale, sweating, and on the verge of breakdown. He confessed everything: the affair, the pregnancy, Amaka's deception, the 500,000 naira termination fund, and finally, the ultimate failure, the birth of the child and Amaka's threat to expose everything. Mama Olumide did not offer comfort. Instead, she stood from her chair, her face contorted with cold fury. You fool! Did you forget the circumstances of your success? Did you forget who you married? Did you forget the conditions tied to every single naira you control? Your stability is conditional, Olumide, and you risked it all for a cheap, careless fling. You brought this disaster, a child, an absolute irrefutable claim to our door when you know you cannot even afford a single public misstep. Olumide shrunk under her condemnation. Mama, I swear, I thought I handled it with money. But now, she wants everything. I just couldn't risk the exposure, and that's why I came to you. I cannot be associated with this child. The risk is too high, Mama. And that's all we can take on today's story. Do well to watch out for part 2. And don't forget to refer to your friends and tell them to like, subscribe, and comment. See you on the next episode.